2016 saw the death of many famous stars, including Prince, David Bowie, Alan Rickman, but today I wanted to highlight some of the deaths of those that you probably didn't hear about. Now, you probably heard Nancy Reagan was First Lady to our U.S. President Ronald Reagan. She died this year. She was 94, which was sad, but she's with her husband now, so I guess that's pretty happy. And we probably all heard about John Glenn, the first astronaut to orbit the Earth. He went around 3 times. He was a U.S. Senator, and at one point he was the oldest man to go to space, and he died when he was 95, so that's not that bad either. And we probably all heard, of course, that Carrie Fisher and her mother Debbie Reynolds died one day apart, which was really sad too. But if you didn't know, Zsa Zsa Gabor was an actress. She died when she was 99, and literally 1 week after she died, her adopted son, Oliver Prinz von Anhalt, died too. 1 week apart. He was 45, she was 99. Now here are some of the other people who died that you probably didn't hear about. Junko Tabei was the first female to climb Mount Everest and the first woman to climb the highest mountain on all 7 continents. She died when she was 77. Doris Bohrer was an Allied spy and the deputy head of counterintelligence for the CIA at one point. She was 93. The wrestler, and she was pretty famous all over China, died last year too. She was only 46. Rose Mofford was the first female governor of Arizona, which is pretty cool. She died when she was 94. Julia Gnuse was the most tattooed lady in the world with 95% of her body covered in tattoos. She died when she was 61. I have her picture here for you to see. Greta Z Friedman was, she's most famous because she was the nurse in the VJ Day Kiss in Times Square. She was a dental assistant too. I have a picture of her here with the iconic photograph. She was 92. She passed away in 2016. Clara Quintanilla was an art restorer for 34 years. She restored over 200 pieces. She died in 2016. Anton Yelchin, the actor, most known for playing Chekhov in the rebooted Star Trek series, died this year. He was also a musician, and he's a member of the 27 Club because he died when he was 27. And then we have Elie Wiesel, the author. He was really famous, the Holocaust survivor, humanitarian, and he won the 1986 Nobel Peace Prize. He won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He was given the Congressional Gold Medal, the Grand Officer of the Order of the Star of Romania Legion. He just won all of these amazing awards, and he was an amazing human being. He died when he was 87 this past year. Manohar Ike was a bodybuilder. In 1952, he was named Mr. Universe, and he was also called Pocket Hercules because he was only 4'11". He died in 2016 at the ripe old age of 104. Johanna Deacon is most famous because she was Louis Tomlinson's mother of the band One Direction, but she was a philanthropist and just an overall amazing lady. She died when she was only 43 after a really hard battle with leukemia. We also have Private Harold Baumgarten. He served on D-Day. He was only 19 years old. He was wounded 5 times and went on to be an author, a medical doctor, a professor, and he helped open the D-Day Museum. He was 91. I have his picture here. After him, we have Vera Rubin was the astronomer who proved dark matter's existence. She was 88. After her, we have Vesna Volovic. She was the record holder for the highest free fall without a parachute. She fell over 10,000 meters when her plane exploded around her. She was a flight attendant, and she just fell and she survived. But she actually died in 2016 at the age of 66. The actress Charmian Carr, I'm hoping I pronounced her name right, died this year. She was 73. She's most famous because she played Lysol in The Sound of Music, the girl who did, I am 16, going on 17. She died, and Julie Andrews, who's 10 years older than her, is still alive. That's an amazing thing to think about. After her, we have General Seth McKee. He was the highest-ranking, still surviving veteran of D-Day. He was an Air Force general. He died in 2016 at the age of 100. After him, we have Barbara Tarbuck. She was an actress most known for General Hospital. She was one of the nuns in American Horror Story Asylum. She was 74. After her, we have Pat Summitt. She held more NCAA wins than any other coach ever, male or female. She died when she was 64. After her, we have Dr. Henry Heimlich. Obviously, he invented the Heimlich maneuver. He died in 2016 at the age of 96. Then we have Tyrus Wong, the lithographer and a muralist. He worked on Disney's Bambi. He didn't work for Disney very long, but it's one of his most famous works that he did. He died in 2016 at the age of 106. And finally, we have Asia Ramazan Antar. She was a Kurdish warrior battling ISIS. She was part of the YPJ. She was only 19 years old when she died trying to stop 3 car bombs, and her unit actually stopped 2 of them, and then the 3rd one ended up killing her. And Western media has not been using her name. They've just been calling her the Angelina Jolie of the Kurdish warriors because of how pretty she was. But she died, and no one's talking about it, and that's wrong. We should all be talking about these amazing people and the wonderful things they did, and no one is. So that's just why I wanted to tell you that all of these people didn't make it to see 2017, along with the other greats. So if you want to remember anyone from last year, remember them and all the others whose names we don't know and might never know, because your grandfather or your mother or your aunt or uncle or your cousin or your niece could have died last year. But we don't know their names, but we should, because human beings are amazing and they do amazing things. And they should be remembered. We should never forget these people. So if you lost someone last year, hold them close to your heart and continue to tell their stories for generations to come, because we just all need to know amazing people. Let's forget the dictators. Let's forget those who are killing hundreds of thousands of millions. Let's forget all of them. Let's just talk about the good people. I'm Alex. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.